Here we are at Homestead, Miami Speedway for the 36th and final race of the season. We are here to decide a champion. Only 4 cars have a shot, 4 drivers. That being the 3 car of Yufi Kisaragi, the 7 car of Andrew Barella, the 8 car of Luigi Mario, and the 9 car of Sid Highwind. Last time we were here in Miami, Markiplier won the race. But that was back when we were doing normal points, no playoff standings. But let's take a look at our starting lineup here today. Oh, actually, I should probably mention that the fact that whoever finishes one driver can win the championship. They just have to finish ahead of the other 3 in this championship 4. Highest finisher of the 4 is your champion. Doesn't matter where they finish it. All 4 of them could wreck out. Whoever's the highest is your champion. But now we can get a look at our starting lineup here. That's the wrong way. So here we are. On our pole is Markiplier in the 38 car, who won last time we were here. Second place is one of our championship contenders, Yufi Kisaragi, current favorite for the championship, with her being our current points leader as well. Row 2, another playoff championship contender is Sid Highwind in the 9 car, and then Richard Watterson to his outside. Row 3, Mr. Beast and Banana Joe. Row 4, William Afton and another championship contender, Andrew Barella in the 7 car. Row 5, Jonesy Fortnite and Goku. Row 6 belongs to Waluigi and Ryuko Matoi. Row 7, Mike Wazowski and Jack Septic Tank. Row 8, now this is an interesting one. The 12 car, Grug Crude. Grug, after somehow after the race, we don't exactly know what happened. People can speculate, especially what happened during the race. But the driver of the 12, Grug Crude, was found injured, laying in the middle of the road after last week at Watkins Glen. There was no one around, no cars, just laying in the middle of the road. But he is injured, and he will not be able to compete today. So in his place is Walter White in the 12. And then to his outside is Skips. Row 9 is going to be Emmett in the 71 and Mako Monconchok in the 50. Row 10, Reki Ralph and Jim Cashman. Row 11 is going to be Simon Belmont and Logan Brunette. Row 12, Peter Griffin and Zach Fair. Row 13, Clive Rossfield and Harry Pooper. Oh. Row 14, Wario. And then our final championship contender, Luigi Mario, in the 8 car. Has a lot to work on today if he wants to be able to compete with the other 3. Row 15, Jake McIntyre and Shadow. Row 16, Ronald McDonald and Pepsi Man. Row 17, Shrek and Sonic. Row 18, Jackson Barella and Curious George. Row 19, Arthur Morgan and Cloud Strife. Row 20, Jonathan Joestar, Eric Cartman. And then rounding out our field is Barrett Wallace and Mario. 67 laps today. Our halfway bonus is going to be, lap 34? So lap 34 will be the halfway bonus, as we're getting pretty close here to firing up the engines. So look forward to that. But Markiplier in that 38 car, he won here last time. Expect to see him up front. We might have a repeat here, just like what happened last week.
Drivers, start them engines!
As you heard the command to fire up the cars, but as I was just saying, Mark, last week we had a repeat winner where Andrew won at Watkins Glen again after he won last season. We might see Mark win again. So we're going to make their way through this very narrow pit exit here. Surprisingly going too wide through it. Not sure how we're doing that. We have this lovely angle on the back straightaway here. So we see them all coming off that pit lane. But a lovely view down the backstretch of all 42 drivers. Some of these drivers will not be in the Cup Series next year, as we are introducing our new truck series. But that's besides the point right now. We have a race to watch. Anybody can win this race. Only 4 have a shot at the championship, but only 1 will walk away a champion. As we come off turn 4, the pace car is going to make its left turn here. Marky Plier and Yufi Kisaragi are going to lead the field to the green. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Miami. Lap 1 complete, and Marky Plier in the 38 has taken off already. Second place, Yufi Kisaragi, and then our first championship battle here. Sid Highwind is up to third from, well, started third actually, but now it's still in third and is trying to get by that 3 car. Back in 5th is the 7 of Andrew, who we saw riding the wall. Trying to get as much momentum off the top of the corner as he could. Kind of losing some ground here to the cars behind. And then way back in the field is that 8 car, Luigi. Definitely not what he wanted where he wanted to start today. As everyone slowly making their way into the corner here. That 8 car currently 30th in position. Up front, it's the 38. It's now Yufi and Richard Watterson are closing in. That 41 car, won earlier this season at Bristol. It's now looking to make a move on Yufi here and contend for the win against Mark. I say contend for the win, but it's only lap 4. Getting a little ahead of myself here. It's now, remember, highest finisher of the 4 drivers is going to be the champion. So we see Yufi here currently holding that spot. But Sid Highwind is not going to let her go so easily. Andrew now back to 6th in that 7 car. Didn't start as well as those other 2. But didn't start as bad as Luigi, but he's still back here in traffic at the lower half of the top 10. You see a little bit of scraping on that side of the car as you see William Afton riding the wall. They head down into turn 3 once again. Here comes Yufi to the top. The 3 car and the 9, 3 wide for the lead, side by side for the championship. Sid Highwind out front now, but they're still side by side. Yufi on that outside. Sid's gonna get clear into the corner. What a pass. Here comes the 9. 3-car using the run off the top side to try and get back to the outside here as they enter turns 3. Side by side for the lead now. Sid sliding up in front of that 3-car, trying to perform the block. Has to arc back down to get a run off, but Yuffie has the better line out of the corner. Gets back to the outside. So we're on to lap number 7. Markiplier just sitting behind watching. So now the 3-car is going to get clear here. Here they come down the back straightaway. You see that 7-car in 5th place once again. Andrew Barella making his way forward. The whole field going to fly by here. That 8-car is really struggling. See off the corner side by side for the lead. Markiplier trying to get back in front. Top 6 cars have broken away from the rest of the pack here. Jonesy Fortnite currently in 7th, followed by Mr. Beast, Ryuko Matoi, and Goku's going to round out your top 10. As Walter White making his return here in that number 12 car. The 12, I don't believe, is going to be in next season. I believe Penske is shutting that car down. Now Yuffie is out front as Andrew looks to... never mind. Banana Joe's in the way. It looked like he was going to try and get by that 9 car, but the 34 was in the way. Whoa, whoa, big checkup here. It's the 20's on the pit lane. Huge checkup from the 3 car slows everybody up in the top 6. So now 3 of your championship 4 right here. Sid's going to get in the wall. Yuffie Kisaragi looking for a championship. Sid Highland and Andrew Barella doing the same. And you have 2 teammates from Front Row Motorsports, Markiplier and Banana Joe. And then the other driver in this top 6 here is Richard Watterson in the 41 car. That team is shutting down at the end of the season. He's looking for a new ride. He actually has a new ride lined up. We'll get into announcing all that after the race. Or we might wait until the beginning of next season. Or we'll do a little in between. Nah, we'll do it after the race. I'm just coming up with stuff on the go. But Richard Watterson would love to win in the final race for SHR. And see now Jonesy Fortnite's joined the battle up here. Markiplier now out front and away. We're on lap 11. The order of the championship 4 has swapped now. So now Yuffie is still our leader, but Andrew is up to 2nd. As you see the 9 car dropping back here. Sid Highwind now back to 6th, falling into the clutches of Ryuko Matoi. Now the 3 car gets in the wall. Let's check up on the back of the field here. Currently Arthur Morgan, who barely didn't make it into our final 4. Also back here is that 8 car. Just not the day that Luigi wanted. Not at all. Really running poorly here as he's getting passed by Cloud and Eric. That 8 car, not only he started badly running up, started about 28th, but he's all the way back to 37th now. Just not the day that Luigi wanted here. So we go up front. That 38 of Markiplier with the fastest lap today. Second fastest belongs to his teammate Banana Joe, as now Andrew is your championship leader, and Yuffie Kisaragi is coming to the pit lane. The championship favorite is coming to the pits. Oh, come on. That's huge. The 3 car must have gotten too much damage from in the wall, like hitting the wall off the corners or something. Championship leader on the pit lane. Caution is actually out. Curious George in the 48. We were just looking at him. Simon Belmont's coming in. Jake McIntyre's coming in. And so's Arthur Morgan. We had a crazy wreck at some point. Let's go take a look at what happened here. See, coming off of turn 2 over here, Jake McIntyre is going to slide up the track, try and get in front of the 21, but the 21 just had so much speed coming off the corner. Turns the 91 around. The 23 is going to run into the back of Jackson. Then Simon Belmont gets a piece. Pepsi Man. Look at the 8 car. Luigi Mario right in the middle of that. Curious George slams it back into the back of the 5. I think the 8's going to make it through okay. The 5 spins down in front of the 10. No? What happened to the 10 car? You see all that back there. Then coming back on the track here. Oh. Luigi Mario just got turned. Arthur Morgan runs into the back of the 8 and turns Luigi around. Arthur hard into the outside wall. That's what happened to him. I think that's going to be it for everyone. The 23 in the wall. Oh, and then Luigi hits him again. Bit of retaliation there. Interesting. But that might be some problems for Luigi. Even worse. Oh, and then, oh, Curious George just runs into the 10. This is chaotic. Let's get another look here. You're going to see them come off the corner in the back there. Oh. Just one more little look here. Gonna watch what happened to the 8 full speed here. Yeah, that looked like retaliation from Luigi, but that also put his car at risk of being even more damaged. We'll be back with the restart from Miami here. Welcome back to Miami, where Andrew Barella is your current leader in the championship. Yuffie, oh, I guess we never really saw why she was on the pit lane. Maybe a strategic play. And she's now back here with Luigi. Well, Sid Highwind's back here as well. Maybe a bit of pit strategy going on here. A couple guys. Marky Plyer's not up here either. Andrew Barella and Banana Joe. Green flag back in the air here. We might have had some pit strategy under that caution there. Since the 38, the 9, the 3, all these drivers are at the back of the field. But that might allow the 7 car here to just pull away, as he's already doing. Down the back straightaway, that's 7. If Andrew's able to hold this front position while everyone else made pit stops, even if he doesn't win the race, he could just hold the front of the lead pack here, somewhere back here, just stay up in the top 10. Everyone else has to fight their way through the field to get back up to him. Now, I'm not saying that Andrew could make it the whole way, but it's possible. You see, everyone else is way back in traffic here. The 3 car and the 9 are right here together. And then Luigi's behind that with a bunch of other damaged cars. But this is the first time Luigi's really seen his other competitors. As you see Sid right at the front of the left side of the screen there. Up front, though, Richard Watterson has taken the lead. We're going to keep less of an eye on that. We're kind of just going to come back here and watch and see what everyone else is doing. Yuffie's starting to make her way through the field a little bit here in that 3 car. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. As now Luigi's actually passing the 9. Luigi Mario might have done something to that car. Get it back moving here as we have a couple cars out of the race here. Curious George, Arthur Morgan, and Ronald McDonald. So Luigi's actually going to pass Yuffie too. Yuffie's going to have to run off the corner to stay ahead there. But currently our running order is for the championship 4 is 1st, 25th, 26th, and 30th. Andrew's loving what he's seeing right now as he makes his way on the front straightaway. Lap 22 underway. I don't know who has pit or who hasn't. The 8 car must have found something because all of a sudden they're going on a charge up to 23rd now as Yuffie's dropped back as well. Sid Highwind's also towards the back of the field here. Yuffie's just really stuck in that outside back there. But the 8 of Luigi might have found something while under caution here. Starting to make his way through the field. You see them flying down this back straightaway. A lot of guys in the wall. Richard Watterson's in the pits. Pits from the lead of the pack. It's now Luigi in that 8 car. Up to 19th. Really charging through the field. Sid Highwind's starting to join him as Sid's up to 24th here. Come back up front. We see Andrew still out front by a good ways over Jonesy Fortnite in the 99. It's now actually Jonesy really clawing into that lead. Ryuko Matoy in 3rd. 4th place Banana Joe. 5th place Mr. Beast. Mike Wazowski's in 6th. Logan Burnett 7th. Peter Griffin 8th. Shadow in 9th. Barrett Wallace 10th. Clyde Rossfield in 11th. And then you have this. Caution is out. Oh, Luigi's in the pits. Andrew's gonna lap him here. Let's go take a look at what happened here under caution. Getting down into turn 1. Looks like Shrek here in the 2 car. Slides, actually, and it doesn't, just dives deep into the corner. Gets into the 20 of William Afton, right in front of Jake, who was involved in that last crash. They both hit the outside wall here. And then the 2 just spins down the track, but up, and did the 8 car already go on the pits? Yeah. I think that might be just strategy play from Luigi. But now he's a lap down, which changes a lot. Get another look at that that wreck there. Yeah, Shrek just really sent it in there. Almost hit the 91, but then just slammed into the 20. Whoa! That could have been bad. We'll be back with the restart. Welcome back to Miami, where my mouse didn't want to click the button. Like I clicked the button, but it didn't stop accelerating. So now we're missing the restart. Mike Wazowski's in the lead. Kinda. Peter Griffin in second. Andrew Barella made a pit stop. He's back in the field now. Already ahead of Yuffie, almost. I apologize for missing the restart. I really tried to. It just wouldn't click the button. I'm really sorry. But as we see, the 8 car is a lap down. Look at this mess back here. So our current championship leader now is the 9 of Sid Highwind. You can see him right back there in the middle. Next in line would be the, looks like the 3, Yuffie. As Andrew's back here. But we're getting close to our championship. All of them are just in this mess of cars. But as we're actually getting close to our halfway point here, and Mike Wazowski in the 54 has had arguably the worst season that you could possibly have. He's been injured, he's had crazy wrecks, he's basically was last in points for a whole chunk of the season until we started getting new drivers. Still last of the original drivers. But that 54 has had everything go wrong. The only thing that it had go right for him was the addition of Draco Malfunction. That was the only thing that went right for the 54 car. But I guess it's safe to say now that Mike Wazowski will not be returning to the 54 next season. In fact, the 54 will not be returning to JGR next season. Mike Wazowski will drop down to the truck series. He will be driving the number 1 Monster Energy truck. And the 54 will be turned into the 18 M&M's car, which will now be driven by Richard Watterson, and and caution is out. But Richard Watterson will take the 18 car for JGR next season, replacing Mike Wazowski. But something happened somewhere. Uh-oh. Is that Andrew? Uh-oh. Let's take a look at what happened here. Well, actually, hold on. Mike Wazowski's still your lead. What is... Okay, Mike got the halfway bonus there. Let's take a look at what possibly happened here. Alright, so this is starting to remind me a bit of Bowman Gray Stadium with the amount of times this 2 car is wrecked. Shrek here did it again. Big slide move on his teammate. Gets into Cloud Strife in the 22. They both hit the wall. Cloud almost climbs the wall as they're spinning right in front of championship contender Andrew Barella. Is he going to get slowed down? Not entirely. A little tap to the nose of that 7 car to the 2. Hopefully not too much damage to the nose of that car, but who knows? As Shrek gets back going here. Let's get another angle. On board with Andrew here. He's going to get in the wall, and then you just see them. Shrek's just being a real bonehead this race. But I can also announce that Shrek will not be returning to that 2 car. ThorSport is making a cup team and a truck team for next season. So Shrek will be moving to the 88 car next season, as Mario will take over the 2 car after the 14 shuts down. But we'll be back with the restart. I won't miss it this time. Welcome back to Miami. We're going to go green on lap 40. Our championship drivers are currently in 14th. It's 22nd, 32nd, and 35th, one lap down for Luigi. Sid Highwind currently inside the top 15. Really far ahead of his other competitors here. But we still have about 28 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Peter Griffin and Barrett Wallace out front. And look who's back. Marky Plyer in the 38 car. On that outside line there in that red generator car. Peter Griffin in the 60. Pulls ahead. Barrett Wallace in second. Last time he was here, he lost the championship by a couple points and positions. So see, wrecking in the behind. Goku's around. Oh, we're going to have a big pile up here. Sid Hines involved. William Afton's up and over. Andrew Barella involved. Luigi Mario involved. Championship contenders involved here. The 7. That car's all beat up. The 8's just beat up. I think the Sid got a piece of it as well. Wario's done. Yuffie's car seems to be okay. Cloud Strife might be destroyed. Mike Wazowski, we were just talking about how bad his season is. It's going to end bad. That car's all beat up. Andrew Varela with the worst of that for the championship drivers. That might be his championship hopes going up in smoke. Literally. Let's go take a look at the restart and what happened here. Starts with Goku and Shadow. Goku's Shadow gets in the wall, but then Goku does kind of like what Shrek did and just slides up the track. Doors the 67 who's already in the wall, and they both go around here right in front of Logan in that 24 car, who's going to run into the 67. And then, there's the 9 of Sid. Yuffie on the bottom there. You see the 3 car. Sid runs into the back of the 02 back there. Yuffie's going to hit the inside wall. As Andrew's the one that actually, I believe, flipped the 20 over. Luigi runs into the Simon Belmont. All 4 of our championship 4 competitors were involved in this one. Let's get a better look at what happened with each of them. Starting with Yuffie here in the 3 car. You see the wreck happens up ahead. She's going to go low with Harry Pooper, and then everyone's going to get loose and just slam into the inside wall. She gets turned again up the track and then gets it back going here. Now, next up, we're watching Andrew in the 7. Wreck happening in front. The 20s, oh no, the 54 kicked the 20 over, then Andrew just kept pushing. Cloud Strife runs into the Andrew. Alright. Right behind him you see Luigi. He actually starts slowing down when the wreck happens, unlike Andrew, who started trying to fly his way through there. He's going to run into the back of the 2. Shrek involved again, and Sid Highwind, or not Simon Belmont, not Sid. My apologies. Damage to the nose of that car. You see Sid here. The 02 of Zach Fair gets turned around, and he's just going to run into him. And then, gosh, that 20. On board with Andrew here. So you see the cars wrecking ahead. Oh. On board with William Afton. Up on top of the pit wall. Wow. Crazy wreck here. We'll be back with the restart. Welcome back to Miami. Peter Griffin and Barrett Wallace are out front. Out of the race. The 48, the 10, the 23 already. The 20, the 51, the 22, the 1. Championship contender Andrew Barella out of the race. His championship hopes are done. Mike Wazowski also out. Luigi Mario still in the race, 1 lap down. Yufi Kisaragi in 16th. Sid Highwind in 15th. It's really down to that 9 and the 3 now. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Lap 45. Barrett Wallace with the jump on the outside line there. Peter Griffin's going to send it back in on the inside. Marky Plyer there as well. But back here, it's between the 9 and the 3. Sid on the bottom got a good restart. The 3 up top did not. Yuffie dropping back in the field. On that outside line, she might have more damage than we think. You'd think Sid would after the hit from Zach Fair. Up front, so the 60 of Peter Griffin. He's looking for another win this season. He won at Avis in Germany. Almost won at Le Mans. Choked it out at the end. And now he's trying to get win number 2 of the season. Win number 3 of his career. But right behind him, Barrett Wallace in the 31. And Marky Plyer. Mako's making a pit stop here. So is Banana Joe. Sid Highwood in the 9. Is now in the top 10. Yuffie Kisaragi currently in 19th. Really sucks for Andrew. He was not going to make it in based off what was happening. Won last week at Watkins Glen. Led a lot today. Made a pit stop. And then it was all downhill from there. You see the 19 of Clive Rossfield going slow back here. I don't know if something's wrong with that car or not. Or it's just Clive being Clive. You see Luigi actually missing the front end off that car. And the rear. That car has like nothing left to it. Yeah, I don't think Luigi's going to win either. Especially since he's a lap down. The only way that 8 car could win the championship is if both Sid and Yuffie were to wreck out of the race. And who knows, with where Yuffie's at right now, she totally could. Surrounded by a bunch of guys who are driving like maniacs. And honestly, Yuffie seems a little slow ever since that wreck. I don't know if it's just because she's stuck in traffic or what. But she's almost getting passed by Luigi, who, again, lapped down. But the fact that the 8 car is almost passing her on track is amazing. Up ahead, though, it's Sid Highwind, though, in the 9. Who's really just... It's really just up to him. Now, here's a story. Shrek here, in the 2. Involved in several wrecks today. 3 to count. He's running in 10th. The 2 car. Sorry, not the 10. The 2 car is in 10th place after wrecking 3 different times. That's amazing. Sonic, with the rear end missing off that car, running inside the top 5. Peter Griffin drops back to 4th. Marky Plyer in 3rd. And how about this? Skips in the 42. Also missing the rear end of the car. But he's up in 2nd, as now Mako's in the wall. Oh, that was close. Skips has been confirmed to not be coming back to this 42 car, as I've mentioned before. He'll be replaced by Carl Weiser, who will be making his return. But here comes Skips in the 42. Big, huge speed to get by that 31 car. Andrew out of the race is not loving this. Barrett Wallace drops back to second. Marky Plyer in third. Sid Highwind, our championship leader, currently running ninth in the 9 car. Right in front of Emmett and the 2 car. Now Sid gets in the wall. Big slap there. I don't know if that might do a little damage to that car. Gets back going here down the front stretch. 15 laps remaining. Yuffie's come up a little bit. Up to 17th in that 3 car. But she's stuck in traffic here. You see Mario in front of her. Clive Rossfield as well. She has to make her way through all this in order to catch that 9 car. Three wide off of turn number 4. Shrek up top, Sid in the middle. Mr. Beast down low now. The 42 of Skips, gone. That car has taken off like a rocket ship. Now Barrett gets in the wall, that's not going to help. .3-second lead for Skips in the 42. The car damaged up. You see here they come off the corner here. Watch the whole field fly by. Yuffie Kisaragi is catching the 9. You saw it. Where are they? There's Sid. Well, I say catching. Yuffie just lost a lot of ground off turn 4 there. But there was only like a car or 2 separating them, but now it's up to like 3 or 4 cars. Sid Highwind currently running 13th. In between them is Mario, Walter White, Eric Cartman, who's 1 lap down, Wrecky Ralph, and then there's Yuffie. So, oh, Sid, major loss of ground through the corner there. Out of 4. 10 laps to go for the championship. And there's the gap. You see the 9 and you see the 3. In between them, it's just Wrecky Ralph. Or not 10 laps to go. Sorry, that was 11 laps to go. I thought that was 10. The 9 and the 3. 1 car separating them. Recky's going to go around the 9 here. Them running side by side is going to allow Yuffie to hold on to them. Now 10 laps to go in the championship. Sid is dropping back, but now Yuffie had to brake there. Might have been a little bit of a play by Sid to try and brake check the 3. Down the backstretch here. Sid still in front. Whoa, Eric. 3 wide. Walter White. Here comes Zach Fair into the picture. He's going to try and join this fight, but now Sid Highwind, 9 laps to go for the championship. Zach Fair in the O2 round the top. More cars getting in the way of Yuffie. Current leader. Still the 42 of Skips. Mr. Beast in second. Third place belongs to Barrett Wallace. Actually, no, sorry, Harry Pooper. Then Barrett Wallace, Marky Plier, Jonesy Fortnite, Pepsi Man, Shrek, Emmett, and Sonic, Jack Septic Tank, Peter Griffin. Then you have Sid Highwind, our championship leader, as he gets in the wall. Where's the 3 car? All of a sudden, the 8's up here, too. But, again, Luigi Mario, 1 lap down. All he gets to do is watch his competitors race each other. Oh, huge momentum for both these guys. You know, Luigi and Yuffie are teammates. I was gonna, never mind. I was gonna say maybe they might work together here, try and push each other up there to try and catch the 9, but no. They're gonna race each other. 7 laps remaining. Can Yuffie run down that 9 car? Still has a couple cars in between them. Eric Cartman being one of them, and Eric is just in the way. If Yuffie can... Oh, God. She checked up way too much entering that corner. So now Sid's gonna pass Peter here. Now 6 laps remaining for the championship. More cars separate the 9 from the 3. As I say that, Yuffie's making some moves. Gets by Walter White. I think she got by Eric or Recce Ralph. Sorry, not Eric. Got to get by Mario, Eric Cartman, Peter Griffin. And hope Sid has some problems. See off of turn 2 here. Skip still out front. Mr. Beast in second. Harry Pooper in third. Yuffie got by the 14. But she's running out of time. Sid Highwind in the 9 car. Oh, and we have a caution. Marky Plier, Barrett Wall. Huge hit from Eric Cartman. Three cars all stopped in the track. Caution is out. We're going to have an overtime here. Going into turn 3, Barrett Wallace and Marky Plier. Everything seems to be fine here. You see Shrek there. I wonder, did Shrek have anything to do with it? No. Barrett gets in a wall. That's what happened. And then Mark, with all the speed he had, gets into Barrett. And it's one of those incidents where they just both get turned into the outside wall. And all of a sudden, you see Sid there, one of our championship contenders, going to get by. And then here comes Eric Cartman. Aims for the door. Rolls the 31 over. Barrett Wallace is going to be really sore after that one. Luckily, they were not as quick speeds as they'd be doing at super speedways, going about 130. That's still 130 miles an hour, but luckily these cars are pretty safe. Barrett Wallace going to feel that one. The thing about this is that it's the final race of the season. You're going to have some off time to get back in shape. Oh. Any healing that needs to be done will be able to be done over the off season. We'll be back with the restart. Welcome back to Miami. We're here in overtime. Skips is your leader. Mr. Beast in second. Harry Pooper, Skip's teammate, running in third. They're going to be lined up together there. But further back, you can see it. Sid Highwind in the 9. Yuffie Kisaragi in the 3. It's down to them. 2 laps of racing. We might get another overtime here. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Mr. Beast with the jump on the outside line. Mr. Beast in the 4. Into turn number 1. Let's not focus on that. We're focusing back here. Sid Highwind on the bottom is going to get clear. Yuffie Kisaragi's there. Down the backstretch. Mr. Beast out front. Off of turn number 4. He hasn't won yet this season. He'd love to do so. Here they come. White flag. 1 lap to go here at Miami. The championship battle. Sid Highwind is up into 4th. Yuffie Kisaragi is in 5th. That's how close it got as they're now side by side up front. This could be a good finish here. Mr. Beast, Jonesy Fortnite. Jonesy backs off in the middle of the corner. Mr. Beast backs off. Here they come. No, Jonesy's going to the pits. He couldn't make it. Off of turn 4, Mr. Beast is going to win at Miami, and oh, fucking Sid Highwind wins the championship. Barely wins the championship over Yuffie Kisaragi. A lot of guys came into the pits. What is Shadow doing? Mr. Beast wins at Miami, getting his first win on the season. That team shutting down at the end of the season. What a great way to go out with a victory. As they come down the pit lane, Shrek, the car that wrecked several times today, miraculously is going to come home in 2nd place. That's astonishing. 3rd place is going to go to your champion, Sid Highwind in the 9. He entered the championship for 4th of the 4 drivers. 2 wins on the season. 4th place is going to go to the 3 of Yuffie Kisaragi. Led most of the points for a lot of the season. Came up 2/10 short of a championship. 0 wins this season, but just so consistent. 3rd in our championship. Not going to end up there in the points, but Luigi Mario is going to come home with a 29th place finish. Just really wasn't there today. Started coming up in the middle of the race, but then got caught up in that wreck, and that really just kind of ended it. And then Andrew Barella had a great day going, and then it all fell apart when that massive wreck happened. Mr. Beast is going to win the race here. This is how close it was for the championship. Sid Highwind over Yuffie. But now, the rest of your top 5 or 10 is going to be Sonic in the 5, Jackson Barella in the 7, Logan Brunette in the 8. Or, sorry, what the fuck? Jackson Barella finishes 7th. What am I saying? Sonic finishes 5th. Simon Belmont finishes 6th. Jackson Barella finishes 7th. 8th place is Logan Brunette. 9th place, Jonesy Fortnite after pitting. And Goku rounds out your top 10. I apologize for my stupidity. But The rest of the cars that finished on the lead lap here were Harry Pooper, Skips, Emmett, Recce Ralph, Zach Fair, Clive Rossfield, Shadow, and Peter Griffin. I'm going to go ahead and add the points up now, and I'll be back shortly. Alright, so congratulations to Mr. Beast on the victory, and most of all, congratulations to Sid Highland. Let's give you a good look at your championship standings. Starting off, in 56th, you have the 38 substitute driver of Bob Mustard. In 55th, Walter White in the 12. '54th, Benson in the 42. 53rd, Johnny Silverhand. 52nd, Draco Malfunction. 51st, Tomiko Ituka, rest in peace. 50th, Wario. 49th, Maria Branez Morera, rest in peace. 48th, Clive Rossfield. 47th, Emmett. 46th, Jim Cashman. 45th, Recce Ralph. 44th, Mako Monkonchuk. 43rd, Mr. Ohio or Ebenezer Sproat, rest in peace. 42nd, Hatsune Miku, rest in peace. 41st, Jack Septic Tank. 40th, Vincent Valentine, rest in peace. 39th, Mordecai and the Rigby's, rest in peace Mordecai, goodbye Rigby. 38th, Mike Wazowski. 37th, Twilight Sparkle, rest in peace. 36th, Stephanie Courtney, rest in peace. 35th, Zach Fair. 34th, Cloud Strife. 33rd, John Fellout. 32nd, Grug Crude. 31st, Skips. 30th, Curious George. 29th, Mario. 28th, Sonic. 27th, Shadow. 26th, Goku. 25th, Harry Pooper. 24th, Pepsi Man. 23rd, Logan Brunette. 22nd, Jonesy Fortnite. 21st, Richard Watterson. 20th, Banana Joe. 19th, Mark E. Plyer. 18th, William Afton. 17th, Shrek. 16th, Ryuko Matoi. 15th, Jonathan Joestar. 14th, Peter Griffin. 13th, Ronald McDonald. 12th, Mr. Beast. 11th, Jackson Barella. 10th, Eric Cartman. 9th, Barrett Wallace. 8th, Waluigi. 7th, Luigi Mario. 6th, Simon Belmont. 5th, Andrew Barella. 4th, Arthur Morgan. 3rd, Jake McIntyre. 2nd, Yuffie Kisaragi. And your champion, first place, Sid Highwind. Congratulations, yay! Thank you for watching this season. Once again, congratulations to Sid Highwind for the championship. But we'll be back in September for Season 3. And, yeah, we'll see you then. Thank you for watching.